Alright, so now live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Yeah, well, if you're joining us in the FOD, hello, hello. Alright.
One thing I want to say before we get started is that you don't need to sugarcoat things with me. If you call me like you're being fucking trash here, that's fine with me.
I won't be that cruel. No, nah, not that cruel.
Yeah, but like you don't need to.
Sugarcoat.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. So, with this, I'm coming out, like, it's kind of interesting because I'm just coming off looking at Kieran's set with at least a game with Kieran and, oh, I should say Ferdinand and Rix. So it's kind of weird just seeing an old set from May of Rix playing to now seeing another set of Rix playing.
Yeah. Maybe you should analyze for Rick's next.
Yeah.
With a lot of experience.
But I will say there have been a few. It's quite interesting to see the differences. Um, I'll say straight up, he plays a lot more grounded against you than he did against Kieran, and I'll show you later on what I mean.
All right.
So, hitting that start. And oh, let me get the annotations back up. Alright. That's fine. The first play is just gauging the waters. And I can see that you already looked at the went for the annotation at the second go of the situation where you went to do this bear. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
So he jumps up, and then the second time you actually did try to cover the jump. Just a wee small wee thing. Just a wee small wee thing I found quite interesting. Just already that situation played out twice within the first 3 seconds, and already the annotation was there.
What the annotation is the message to the right of the screen you're talking about, right?
Yeah, because Rix did jump the first time, and you the first time to the platform at the start, but now once the the positions are swapped, he instead stays grounded while you jump.
Yeah.
Which is still fine. Like, you're still just getting the information from each other. It was just a wee funny thing that I noticed. So, interesting bait. I quite like. One thing I will focus on in this set, because Rix was playing against you very grounded. I was looking out for this pattern. Or like this distance here. And I have
Oh.
a few drawings here. So this whole situation happens an awful lot in this game.
Yeah.
So where you're just around shuffle nair range.
Yeah.
And Rix consistently goes. He consistently always tries to catch you on the edge, sort of the range.
So to cover my wave dash.
I think more like to cover the position that you're still in. It's if you wave dash back, you would have been in a position to just barely grab him if it was a well executed wave dash. So I'm gonna slow it down here. Either wave dash back or short hop back air. I think in this situation, you jumped. Oh, actually, never mind. You wave dash back. My apologies. So
Yeah,
you actually
always.
got outside the range here. Got outside his shuffle aerial range with that wave dash back.
Yeah.
So,
And then I wound up turned around somehow.
which is still fine because you can always just turn around and grab if you can execute it fast enough. Either
Yeah.
way, very well spacing to avoid the aerial, and you actually do get a short hop back air. Admittedly, not the juiciest thing you can get off here, but it's still damage. It's still early in the game, so it's perfectly fine. And voila.
Yeah. What do you think about that double jump I did? Was that what do you have done here?
So let's see.
Because it sort of feels like I was seeing if he was gonna jump up.
Yeah, looked like you were trying to cover yourself. I think it does make sense, yeah. It's kind of hard to really say with clear certainty what I will do because this is still only 5 seconds of the game and
Yeah.
only one hit has been done, but because there's just everything at this point is just information gathering. There's like no, as long as you keep to a strong game plan and keep to it well, even if you get hit and lose the first stock to it, that's still a lot of information that you're gaining, and you can adjust further on in the game. Like the first stock is just just notice what your opponent's patterns are. Don't have to make any grand. Well, you can't afford to make a few more grand options. I think, for example, you kind of got lucky that he spot dodged here, but it was good luck that you did get it because you got this kill here. Voila.
Yeah.
And you can afford to do more. You can afford to be a bit more ballsy on the first stock, just to test the waters.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
I guess if he dashed away instead and run back and grabbed me, it would have been a bad situation. But this, worked out pretty well.
All right, so lovely first stock, very good position.
Yeah.
He was being a wee bit aggro. I did say it was quite understandable why you went for the grab here. he just barely landed on the platform.
Yeah. Maybe I should have gone for the up air, but
it's kind of hard because if that platform wasn't there, the up air would have been too slow for you to cover to be able to anti-air his falling aerial.
Oh yeah.
So if there is no platform, the best thing you can do in this position is just wave dash back. Well, whenever
because he has his back air out.
Yeah, like the distance you are here, if there is no platform, is pretty good. Because that could potentially be another aerial or a grab, for example.
All right.
Which you did go for if obviously the platform wasn't there.
Yeah. Just wrong.
So, still 15 seconds into the game, still pretty well played.
No, it's just.
I will say good evasion on the to avoid the lasers, but a small optimization at least I'm just gonna be a bit nitpicky, is against low percent Fox, going to the platform is probably the best thing you can do. Like doing the platform reset. And
why is that?
because the platform gives you so much options in terms of approaching and defensive and defending yourself. I'll go into a bit more detail when I start comparing, because I do have another drawing later on the set, because you have a pretty big habit of doing these falling nairs.
Yeah.
And later on I'll show you the drawing that I've done, which kind of shows the flexibility of the platforms. But we'll get to there when we get to there.
Sounds good.
I also do have another drawing here, or should have been a drawing. Oh, there we go. Here's another short hop nair, and here's you, and then the green arrow's your wave dash back. This one is obviously a bit further away from the first time, so even the wave dash back may be a little bit overkill.
Maybe I could have done dash dance or something.
But I will say this is all thinking about, is Rix going to jump here? Because where we're seeing this drawing is the last frame where Rix is about to jump, and a habit that he has during this game is that he never overshoots. Never. Every time he jumps in this game, he's always around this distance here. And
okay.
If Fox, and as long as the Fox doesn't overshoot, you can blow him up super hard just by being in his position.
Yeah.
Alright. So this time you missed space. You looked like you were going to drift in slightly to do the backer when there wasn't a need. It was just small miss space, but nothing.
Yeah, I guess I thought he'd retreat maybe, or I misjudged the distance. Oh no, yeah, miss space definitely. I should have jumped out instead.
Well, even then, still 20 seconds of the game, you're still low percent, nothing too drastic. So I wrote I wasn't too crazy on these nairs so high, but in this situation I actually got you the grab, so nice. This was if you got the rest here, that was a guaranteed kill.
You mean from up throw?
Yeah. If you got either you get the tech chase rest or you go for it directly, he was a dead Fox.
Oh, so you think I could have gotten him before he landed on the platform?
Either that, or if you're not too certain that you could get him before the platform, just RTC.
Okay, so it was just sort of lazy for me to do that. Try to tech trap instead of getting a secure kill.
Yeah, because now, because the thing is that if I can understand doing the up air if he was a bit lower, like if it was like 12% or something like that. Like if you got the up throw from 12%, where even if you do rest, there's still a possibility that Fox could live it. But
yeah.
But at a percent like 32, after the up throw, that was a dead Fox, so you don't need to go for the tech trap, because it means that it's because when you do the tech trap up air, you're given an opportunity for Fox to edge cancel off the edge, which he does here. Oh wait, once it actually catches up, there we go, and he's still alive.
Yeah. He should have been dead.
Happens. So that's just that's a pretty big optimization just to keep out for.
Yeah, I need to work on reaction tech chases for sure.
Yeah, because you miss one later on in this game.
Would you have any tips for how to work on those?
It's really just grind it out in Uncle Punch. Just place yourself in different positions, like place yourself underneath a platform, no DI, just practice that, get used to that, and then you can start putting Fox, and then you can start positioning yourself at center stage when Fox full DIs left or right.
I have a question about that. Should you do full jump or short hop before you reaction tech chase?
Full hop.
Okay.
The short hop doesn't go high enough.
But it does with the double jump if you jump on its apex. But I guess with full hop, you'll have more flexibility.
Mm-hmm. Because then, when you're, I'm trying to think of the. Let's see. Can I get a camera? All right. That's a better shot, even though it's a bit farther behind. So, short hop would be something like green.
Yeah.
And then you can. It might be a bit higher than that. So, short hop. And then something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then full hop would be more like, or something, and you can see that you can already position yourself a bit better, either if he techs to the left on the platform, which I'll write arrows. You can see that you're a bit better positioned if you do the full hop double jump than if you do the short hop.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just drinking tea.
Yeah, no worries.
It's a gloomy morning, so I had calls for tea.
Of course. You are from the UK after all.
Yeah. Alright, so this is this next part is I'll play. You kind of did need to go to the go to I'll slow it down because it's quite fast. Slow it down and turn off and auto pause at comments. So what we'll see here is you resetting the platform. This was a great reset. This was a great reset. And I'll tell you why. See this green line?
Yeah.
This is about full hop double jump height. It's a very bad habit for puff. This is like a really important thing, so make sure you remember this well. This height is a awful habit that a lot of puff mains do have. Because in the puff main's head, being at that height for a considerable period of time, they think that it's safe. But in actuality, being in this height gives, the longer you're at this height, the more opportunity you're given Fox just to run in underneath and be in a position where he's directly underneath Puff. And that's awful. Big no-no.
So, if I understand correctly, I should get off the platform before he's underneath me.
Well, not necessarily. Him being underneath you, like directly underneath you on the platform, is not a terrible position. The terrible position is being at this full hop double jump height when you don't have access to a platform for safety.
Oh, so I shouldn't be there if I don't have a platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's why this platform reset was so good, because you saw Rick's already just going straight in to look for it.
I see.
And although he is now directly underneath you on a platform, that's still not a terrible position. It's uncomfortable, sure, but it's with good execution, you are fine.
Can you elaborate on what you mean by good execution in this case?
So, good execution. Puff has two main options when Fox is underneath a platform. This is quite a big point. So, shield beats aerials. If you shield on a platform, you're like, and this also includes light shield. Because sometimes Fox would try and poke you from underneath.
Yeah.
As long as you shield you and you play smartly with your shield, you're grand. You're absolutely fine. If he tries to up tilt, you just run off. If he so that's like the 50-50 when Puff is on a side platform, because if he up tilts, because Puff's back air when well spaced beats Fox's up tilt, it also beats shield.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So Puff's back air beats up tilt. And
do you mean when coming in between up tilts?
Well, it can beat it out if well spaced, or you can just punish the end lag of it.
Oh yeah.
Either or, it's as long as it's well spaced, you're grand. It also beats shield.
My back air.
It's very hard for Fox to really punish out of shield that back air.
All right.
And to top it off, the further, I'll draw this in this dark blue. And draw like a wee arrow. The closer he is from the ledge, when he does the up tilt, the juicier it would be.
That I what?
So say if you do manage to hit Fox with the back air when you
after dropping down there.
Yeah, when you either run off or just drop down.
Yeah.
The closer he is to the ledge, so if he was just here, that's not as juicy as if he was at the pink.
Yeah, because then I could get a lot more stage position.
From the pink, he would either need to AMS attack it, or you get the edge guard opportunity.
Can't he DI to ledge from back here at that percent?
Also a possibility, but that's still
a good position.
Yeah, because then if he does actually DI to ledge, you'll be in quite a good position just to avoid the ledge dash. Because you won't be too close to the ledge to worry too much, you know?
Yeah.
So I suppose the two big important things, I suppose, avoid the full hop double jump height for a long period of time, and the whole idea of the side platform and what to do if Fox does get underneath. I hope that's not too much of an information dump.
No, I think it's very good.
Think. I think there is one more. So we've already seen like the three most important things of this set. And the last one is and we'll get to it very shortly, is just the idea of the falling neutral air versus the plat reset, but they're on. Sorry, just gonna clear this. All right, so that was actually quite juicy.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So this up air, lovely.
Yeah.
Small optimize. This is not hugely important, but this is just a small optimization I was playing around with. You're a bit slow.
Yeah.
Which is quite unfortunate. The second one, change this up air to full hop nair.
Like a weak hit to get him on platform or something.
If you get the weak hit, I actually have a wee drawing. So what you've done with the up air hits him on top of the platform, and from there you can't actually follow up with anything.
Yeah.
If you change the up air in this situation, which does require you to be like once you land on the ground, you instantly need to be back in the air and doing the nair. Like this is quite a high execution thing to do. So, but it's kind of cool. Where instead of hitting Fox up to the red, you hit him to green.
Yeah, and then I can get a tech chase situation.
You actually won't get the tech. You won't cause knockdown with a weak hit nair here.
Oh, really?
Nope. But what you can do, and this is quite nice, depending on how you hit Fox, and how he DIs, that could either give you a grab or a rest, and that's a true and it's a bit finicky, really? But it can actually be a true combo for both.
All right.
It's a small optimization, but it's a cool optimization. I think full hop nair could be played with a lot more. It's quite fun. Bloody hard to do. Really, that requires a good lot of practice. I know this is just a wee small thing, but I'm actually kind of like enjoying the idea of like a full hop nair and combo.
Yeah.
Really cool idea.
I don't know if you saw Solo Battle's combo from the other day, but I can send it to you later, but yeah, he's done some really cool stuff with full hop nair.
I haven't, no. Please send it to me at some point.
I will. But yeah, I agree that nair would have definitely been better here.
Yeah.
But you talked about I can get a true rest from nair?
Yeah, that can be depending on how you hit the nair and where he DIs, that can rest. That can lead into rest.
So just raw from nair and then down B?
Him? Yeah, once you land. It's really silly.
Even if it doesn't go into tumble?
Yeah. It's great. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'll take your word for it.
It kind of leads in from the idea that Alex had the idea of doing this. I'll go get it up because I do have the Melee Puff Bible open. I can find it. Because I think I sent it to Kieran. Yeah, I did send it to Kieran. Because oh yeah, I can't. Discord's not working on my end. Because this came from the idea of
I just sent the combo to you. You can check it out when you get the.
I had it. Up through. Ah, yes. Got it. And I'll actually link it to the stream stream if YouTube will cooperate. Otherwise, I'll send it to you now. Oh wait, actually I can't because I forgot Discord. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so why is? Because this came from the idea that Alex had about up throw full hop nair. So like when Fox is at a high percent, what you can do instead of doing the short hop up air when up air either starts, the falling up air either sends Fox too high or you can't actually get it, is do this. Oh. YouTube, please. Please cooperate. YouTube, please cooperate. Alright, this is technical issues. Damn it. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with everything today. Am I alone? To my lead came up. Oh no. Hello? 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 I'm still recording. Okay. I think my Discord. Oh my god. Oh my. God damn it. Gotta be kidding me. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
I'm so sorry. Discord was just not working anymore. Still not working.
No worries.
I can't actually scroll. Oh,
You
there
can
we
scroll in Discord.
Oh, there we go. I think we're back alive.
Nice.
So let me attempt to share my screen again. All right, so no crashes this time. Wonderful. This is great.
Cool.
All right. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. That stuff happens.
I'll do it a few minutes after one or.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright. So I know this is like just a wee small optimization, but this is where this idea of the falling nair, like the full hop nair, is coming from. See that?
I'm not.
Oh yeah, oh my bad. Let's see. I'll link it to you. Because now I can. Yay! All right.
Yay.
Anyone who's seeing the share screen will be able to see it. It's
up throw. Oh, up throw. Oh, that's.
It's funky.
Very funky.
Small optimization, of course, but it's a cool optimization, and yeah, like I said, that's the idea of doing this full hop nair as opposed to the up air here, because it means that you can continue on the combo or get the kill straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
So, not something important, but something to have a wee bit of fun with.
Yeah, it's a lot better than a worthless up air.
Well, you do get damage, and at this point, Fox, if he takes like an aerial, he's gonna be flying shortly.
He did jump there too, though. Doesn't matter that much.
Not so. That no.
Awful execution.
It wasn't tight, but here's the thing. Shield, this was lovely. This wasn't too great.
I think I was trying to shield drop. Yeah.
Also great. Get the second shield. And then this down air is quite unfortunate. One, you missed the L cancel, and two, he was in the air.
Yeah, he tried to jump again.
Mm-hmm. It was like, I will say, just so you know, those shields, great, absolutely fantastic. Everything else was a little bit off.
What should I have done instead?
So, I mean, down air is a good choice when Fox is at this percent, because once you get it, that's a guarantee. Because grab becomes guaranteed around 70% on Fox.
Yeah.
Either that, or you could, if you think that he might just reposition himself, that was the time to like run off back air. It just kind of depended on, because I think you had the idea that you had the frame advantage.
Yeah, I definitely did.
So, let's watch that without. All right. So. Yeah.
Let's see. After the first one, he did dash, so maybe that's why I thought I could get away with doing the downer, because if he would have dashed again, I would have gotten it, but he jumped. But yeah, maybe I should have drifted away and done a fair towards center stage.
Either that, or if you didn't feel too so, I will say the drop down aerial is only when you're if you think that you can guarantee getting a hit. Forward air probably might have worked, but I don't like forward air sucks.
Yeah.
Forward air sucks. So, and if he doesn't, it's kind of like if he does an aerial, you can't really, like, not an aerial, if he does like an up tilt, the only way forward air is going to beat it if you actually do it before he executes the up tilt, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that the forward air is going to beat out the up tilt when the hitbox is active, nor is it going to be very good at safely hitting him after the hitbox has ended. So,
yeah,
in those situations, I can, like, back air is generally the best option, just because it's the juiciest thing you can get.
But I couldn't have gotten back there because I was turned towards him.
Yeah, that was. Let's see, in the situation.
I think.
Yeah, it was. like the
Maybe I should have jumped off to the other platform or something.
If you don't feel comfortable, that's always a good option. There's no shame in just if you don't feel comfortable, just get the hell away.
Yeah. The more I look at it, the more it looks like one of those situations.
But nothing. I would say, this is still only the first stock, so you're grand.
Oh Jesus!
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the time, being like, oh god, it's 40 minutes. I will say, first stock with me is always like, here's everything, all the information, all like it's like.
Could I ask you a question now before I forget it? You
Sure.
mentioned I had mainly 3 things I should focus on from this set. Could you summarize what those things are?
So it was the 3 main things that we went into detail. It was avoid the full hop nair, like the full hop double jump height.
Yeah.
It was the second one. Was the situation of what to do if Fox is underneath side platform. And the third one was to do, and the last one that we focus on in quite a lot of detail was the short hop nair range when both Fox and Puff were grounded.
Yeah.
And just be like aware of like just be. I know it's like very fast, but think. But once you're playing Fox and like looking through future games, against the character, just thinking about the horizontal ranges of both characters when they're both grounded. Because then you can start, if you think that Fox won't, because then you can start thinking about, can I get something juicy if he does press the trigger at this moment? And as long as he doesn't overshoot, you're grand. Once he starts overshooting, you kind of need to play the grind game a lot more carefully. Because at that point, he is actively looking for you to punish the undershoot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but then you should counter that by going into him, right?
Yeah.
Or placing hitboxes earlier.
Mm-hmm. Always a good option. Or just don't engage. There's no harm in just not engaging.
Yeah.
So, I think try and knock out the rest of the game quite quickly, because I already dumped a lot of information at this point in time.
No.
So, and the only thing that needs to be said is to do with the full hop nair, but that's later on. Bad spacing on when Fox is on top platform. Don't engage. Small wee thing. I know you get it like.
Oh yeah.
It's like, don't preemptively try and challenge him on top platform. I know you do get a juicy up air on the third stock, but the risk reward is not in your favor. Also, the sword smash was funny. I was like, well, okay. All right, so this is the point I wanted to do. This is the fourth most important. This is the final crucial thing I want to talk to you about. And as well as that, this scenario starting from the full hop double jump height as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is also firstly a big no-no. But in this drawing here, I've basically drew in yellow or orange. This is your effective range when you do this neutral air.
Yeah.
So instead of doing this, what you can do is do the flat reset strategy. So And this is why, in the long term, these kinds of neutral errors will make you lose. Like, these are suboptimal.
You're speaking specifically about Nair from platform here.
No, this Nair wasn't from platform. This was full hop double jump.
And then
I'll play the context of it, but see. So, effectively, what you want to be thinking about when you do these full hop nairs is how much ground can I really cover with these nairs? What do they challenge? How are they threatening Fox?
Yeah.
And in this position, you can see that this does not threaten Fox whatsoever. Because look how much ground he has to work with on just reacting to your direction. Like, he has all the rest of the stage just to run back when the furthest you'll go with his nair is effectively his position. And you kind of have to think about this, like the effective range of the nair basically every time you go for it. Is it really worth it? So instead of doing this nair, I recommend doing the platform reset idea.
Could you go through the platform reset idea quick again?
Yeah, so I've already wrote down, I drew in this still, the effective range. So the optimal position is around green. This wee green line that I wrote just directly underneath Puff here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I can wave dash back.
Yeah, so just talking about approaching. So you have three main options from green. So you can short hop, which covers basically around where Fox is currently. And then I also have full hop, which is safer and slower, but cover. That said, Fox will have a lot more time just to react to your distance. That said, it's harder for him to actually attack you, and it covers more ground, which is good. And then your final option is just drop down.
Yeah.
And drop down beats the idea of a drop. And when you do drop down, you also have two options. You can either attack center, or just cover the space underneath the platform. So, like, for example, if you do the drop down, if you just drop down and you drift full in, so I'll draw this in this dark blue. So if you just drop down to center with this dark blue line, you can just grab him.
Yeah, if he's
just willing to stay put. If he's wanting to dash forward, you can also grab that as well by dropping down, or going for the back air. Because this is your best, doing these drop down grabs, back airs, are your countermeasure to Fox being underneath you on the, it's like your countermeasure to Fox being underneath the platform. Like, remember that situation we just talked in great length?
Yeah.
So that's your best way of preemptively stopping that situation from happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, if there's 4 things I want you to remember, it's just those 4 things. This whole idea of the platform reset. Oh, finally, before I finish that thought, If you ever feel spooked, you can always wave dash back to the red.
Yeah.
And if he like approaches you and you wave dash back, that's a grab. Wonderful.
if he near some platform or something like that.
Yeah, if you wave dash back, that's a grab.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can even rest that. I know Golden, he actually rested Crunch when Crunch short up nared onto the platform. That was on stream.
Yeah, the other day, Solo Battle actually did a shield drop rest on up air against Prof. You should watch that set. It's really, really cool.
I think I might have watched it, like, I think I was like, had it on when I was playing Melee, so I feel like I might have seen that out of the corner of my eye, but I need to rewatch it, like, in focus.
So this main point, it stems from that green line underneath Puff being my best position in this case.
Yeah, because
I should get there and then do one of these options.
Yeah, because look how much flexibility you have. You cover so much ground, and even if Fox, on reaction to your approach, for example, jumps to the side platform, the opposite side platform, you can just double jump from any position of your short hop or your full hop, and you can just back air.
Yeah, or up air, maybe.
Near enough down air if you want to do the funky shield pressure stuff. There's just so much flexibility with this platform reset idea that you lose out on when you just exclusively do these neutral airs.
Yeah.
And just to reiterate, look how little that range is in this drawing compared to the 3 options that you do have. Well, actually more like 4 because of the wave dash back, of course, in the red. So that's 4 options compared to 1 option, and look how much different positions and how much more ground you cover with those 4 places in this 1 option.
Yeah.
And as well as that, none of them are as telegraphed as this Nair. Because later on in this game, you do get absolutely mauled for these neutral airs. Absolutely mauled.
Oh yeah, those neutral airs are the bane of my existence. I can't stop doing them, but I have to.
So, I know we're kind of pressing for time, so I'm gonna go kind of blitz through this rest of the game.
Yeah.
Because all the most important things to do is already instigated. Everything else is just like a repeat of those ideas. For example, look how just the idea of the neutral air. Look how non-threatening you are to Fox. Even though that Rix is like down a stock, he's willing just to shoot the gun because he has no reason not to. He'll eventually tack on this % to kill you, and the stocks are going to be even again, as long as he doesn't screw up. There he's actually willing to trade with you. And there's a screw up that he done.
Yeah, that was awful. God, it hurts to watch. I have a question regarding those. By the way, you mentioned that that's one of the things I should work on my execution when reaction tech chasing. Is there anything else specifically you noticed regarding my execution? Like, I know I messed up timings and stuff like that, but anything you can see that I should sit down and practice specifically? Except for that.
Well, you missed. I wasn't really looking too much out for execution errors per se. It was more execution in terms of game plan. I will say, don't miss. in regards to you getting this grab, practice your jump cancel grabs.
Yeah.
Because you missed that missed that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You both played very sloppy in that situation. He missed the L cancel in the back air, and you messed up the jump cancel grab, but he was the one who should have been dead.
No.
And like that, stocks are even again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. This was wonderful. Absolutely lovely. This up air, beautiful.
Thank you.
Unfortunately didn't get the rest. I think you just kind of panicked with the drift.
Yeah.
But please, those up airs, do more than please. They are great.
Thank you. I will.
This was just you losing the game of chicken. Nothing too important.
What do you mean by that?
So, I will say really quickly, mix-ups are... Thinking about mix-ups as RPS is the wrong way to go about it. It's more like a game of RPS with chicken.
Okay.
So, and this is actually a good situation to explain that, because what you've done here, if this up air was like it was like half a second later, you would have won. You would have got the juicy up air, and you could have even get the rest off that or do something juicy with it. But because you did it there and then, this up air loses.
Yeah.
So it really is just a game of chicken. And that's to point out, there's that short hop nair range again.
Yeah.
No punish on this one, but just keep an eye out. That was quite unfortunate because that was a decent reset.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get got.
Yeah.
Another good reset. That was a grab when he did the...
Yeah, I should have, yeah. I guess I was trying to get the up air instead.
I think so, but I think...
then I didn't do the up air.
Yeah. It would have been a hard up air to get. Because he would have been actionable very fast.
Grab is much faster.
Yeah. And remember the falling nairs? Now he's getting... Now, instead of trading, he's just whacking you straight up.
No, just rubbing it in.
Yeah. I want this drilled in your head. Alright, so... I'll say that really shouldn't have worked, that up air. The top platform. It's... Challenging Fox when he's on top platform is always or just any character on top platform is just a recipe for disaster. You somehow got it, but just looks like he slightly just missed the pun, like the aerial afterwards. Falling neutral air doesn't threaten anything. That was good space. That time you actually didn't challenge him, which was great. You got you just wave dash back. This was fantastic.
Yeah.
Just on response to Fox being on top platform, get out of the way. That could have been a grab as well. But or in this case, you got a forward air. Lovely. Great down air. I absolutely hate these forward air. That first forward air is... I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I can understand, and it's quite funny how this worked, but these forward airs, these full hop approaching forward airs are, I hate them.
I guess I wanted to like catch him out before he racked up more % damage with the lasers. But maybe there's a better way of doing that.
If you want to mitigate laser damage, plats. Just go to plat.
Okay.
Always the best way to do it. The reason why I hate these full up forward airs, because they are, after the like staying in that full hop double jump height, this is the second worst habit that puff mains do, and I see myself doing these full hop forward airs so much. It's just a sign of desperation. It's the puff main being desperate, trying to get that one hit, just either to get from 0 to 12 or just to knock the opponent off stage. It hurts my soul because I do it all the damn time.
Yeah.
And I know it's trash. It's absolute trash. I'm noticing it's 1 o'clock, but lost
Fair enough. That's a good one.
Well, considering that I went offline for a bit, because we'll go to the end of the game, because I mean there is not an lot more to say since we covered everything,
yeah.
But just to round everything off.
All right, sounds good.
That wasn't threatening. That was maybe coming from a too high position. You would need to reset from platform just to, like, I'm trying to think of the right word. It's more like just to restabilize yourself. So you kind of like done the back air here, like starting from here underneath the platform. I mean, although it's one, you're kind of like running low. You kind of have to like use a double jump to actually get here, but you're also kind of like I feel like it might be a wee bit harder to reposition yourself when you're already when you already have used your full hop and your double jump, as opposed to like starting on the platform and then jumping. Because as well as that, maybe you don't actually want to short hop as well, because like this double jump acts like a short hop in terms of like just what it tries to do essentially, but like I said when we actually talked about the plat reset idea, the plat reset idea is amazing because of the flexibility. Because maybe you don't want to short hop drift in. What if you want to full hop, or do you want to drop down, or etc. etc.
Yeah.
So that's why instead of doing this approaching back airs, it would have been better just to go onto platform, and then you have all your options there, as opposed to like I was saying about the falling nair only having one option, and it's just a matter of the fox going around it. So yeah, again, and that time got hit. Kind of surprised that neutral air worked, but at the same time, look how little you got. You landed right beside Fox at low percent, where he was able to just whack you.
Yeah.
So it's.
So at that point, I was thinking just I want to retreat no matter what, and I might as well do it with a nair. But what should I have done? Like instead, should I have reset to the platform up above? Because I was thinking I want to get to the left platform.
So let's see. I mean, it's good. Well, I'm trying to think of the best way to do it, because the way you do, I think it's a lot of it is coming from how you do it. So Yeah, you kind of approach. It's kind of like trying to think of the right words. You kind of like did the full hop nair, but you kind of did it in a more. You went straight towards him initially, and then drifted back.
Yeah.
So what does he? Because he runs into the corner. I'm gonna just slow this down. Because this kind of happens a bit fast.
Yeah.
So he's in the corner. So instead of doing this double jump, so you probably could get a landing back air if you thought that he was going to drift forward. Of course, it loses the ASDI down, but he hasn't been doing that at all this game. Preemptively, you probably could have go for a ballsy grab. Like, it's hard to say. The double jump kind of gave the game away slightly. Because you would normally do the double jump to be safe. But like as we already talked about, even with the full hop, to the similar idea, you don't want to be wasting your double jump so often, because then that means, because this will just eventually work out to the same idea as the full hop forward air, as like these low. It's kind of harder to punish, but if you keep doing that, Fox will punish you eventually for it, just by running in. Because it doesn't actually, because the double jump back air is still quite high.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say. I feel like a more aggressive approach at this point would have been quite nice. Because you did get him into the corner in the first place. So it was a great dash attack by Rex to just go take the hit and then just go straight for you. It was well played by him.
Yeah. Oh god, I could have an upper there.
Yeah, and that kills you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, never challenge Fox on top platform.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh god. Yeah, you're giving me a lot of stuff to think about.
I hope it wasn't too much of an overload. I notice Ed is listening, and it's just like, hi. How nerve-wracking.
Yeah, well, thank you for the lesson. It was very informative.
Thank you for listening. I suppose, and just to round off the lesson, the 4 most important things: the short hop nair distance. The second one, if I can remember, I'm now thinking. So it was Fox underneath the platform.
Yeah.
The platform reset. Well, I'm not. Damn it!
I had them written down.
What was the last one? It was something important. Oh, full hop double jump height.
Yeah.
Big X on that. Don't do it.
Yeah.
And that last one, easy fix. Just go straight to platform.
Yeah.
It's so, platforms are so good. It's what makes FD so hard. But that's another. How to fight on FD is a topic for another day.
Yeah. I think I'm strangely good on FD, probably due to what you've just mentioned, how bad I'm at platforms.
Well, it's just something. It's just just a small changeover in ideas, because this platform idea will get you so much off of it, in terms of like protecting yourself and actually getting in. But yeah, I think that was a that was a good one, I think.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a like very good conversation, and like my questions were. Sometimes when watching these things, I have no idea what the fuck they're saying, but now I can just ask you. It really helps a lot to be able to push back and forth on these ideas.
No problem at all. I feel like, yeah, I think I had something in my head, but I can't think. Oh well. But yeah, I think that covers it for the day.
Yeah. Next month we'll do Falco.
Okay. Or
something. See what I feel like.
Fair enough. No need to choose anything at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, have a lovely afternoon.
You too, man. Good luck with the diploma stuff.
Thank you very much.
See you around.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, forgot to press stop.